So, exactly what is the talk? Every black family, it definitely depends. Every black family, know what the talk is. It's a talk about reminding our kids, our family, our loved ones of their blackness and how that is a target, and because we can't change our skin color, we can't change our hair texture, we have to act accordingly, which made this George Floyd and just the others we've seen. And I think we just, enough is enough, but it was just a brutality in still having the racist cop still having his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck, even when life had passed through him. So, anyways, the talk is, I remember having a talk with my son, and it's like sometimes it's unspoken. Like he just knows based on my cues, my whatever, nonverbal cues and verbal cues, he knows. But I remember explicitly having a talk with him is a few years back. We moved from a predominantly like all black county, PG County, which is like, again, if you hear the DMV, it's like really kind of closely connected, with DC and Northern Virginia. And it's such it was wonderful living there. I mean, we had our crime and our issues, but everything is literally black owned businesses, black lawyers, black doctors, just everything you can think is just black and brown. It's just such a wonderful place to grow up. Even in the areas that are not so great, it's just like, I don't know. I'm so proud of the black people in DC and Maryland and Virginia, especially Northern Virginia. So you see a lot of blacks really owning their homes, taking pride in just like everything, and every elected officials. I always went to like the different town halls. It's just, I don't know, they really set a good example for me. But anyway, so we moved to another county. A lot of different reasons, whatever the case may be, not going to get into, but moved to another county that is not as diverse. And so at his school, there was online, I think if I can find the article, there was someone threatening black people that they were going to come and actually kill them. And so I remember calling my son's father to say, this is what's happening. Should we let him go to school? This, that, and the third. And my son was like, he was like, we weren't really like as strong in our faith, but he was just like, I really want to go to school. I don't know if he had a project or something. I don't know, my son's. But he said a lot of his white friends was like, we ain't going to school that day. And so he asked them, why they ain't going to school? It's not funny. It's really sad. He said, there's like, because we're friends with you. Like, and so, and I chuckle at that because I'm glad, they were young, but I'm glad that they still was friends and they understood the danger. So that's when we had to have this talk with my son, and they had a town hall at school. His dad went, but that was when, like his dad and I like officially tag team about the talk. All through this time, I'm doing simulations, especially when my son started driving, like pretending to be the police officer, just racist police officer, some black officers that are just kind of dickheads. I mean, I don't know. I just get da-da-da-da. But that was like a mark. And I think he was either like 13. So that was like the talk. And of course, up until that point, giving him like, be mindful. He saw my interactions with police officers before then and since then. But the talk is like a pivotal moment. It's a rite of passage in every black person's life, every black American's life. They know they've had a talk with someone. If not in their family, an elder of some kind or someone have talked to them about their blackness, reminding them to mind your manners type of talk. And it's just really, it's just it's really sad. It's really, really sad. And it angers me. Um, I'll talk about some more things, but yeah, just remember the talk. And it's a staple in Black families. Just like it's just a staple in Black families that you have a talk. You remind your kids of their Blackness, of interactions with the police, of minding their matters. And that's what really made my son, like we've been in a lot of conversation the last couple of weeks, last few weeks. Mr. Floyd was compliant. And you hear a lot of kids, like you don't see, but to see, it wasn't like Eric Garner, which is nothing wrong with him, you know, being belligerent for like, why are you choking me? But it was like Mr. Floyd was compliant. He wasn't, there's no argument for it. And it really did something to my son, and just, it really solidified, you know, I guess, what we're seeing out in the streets. And